All the big names in crypto are here, and I've managed to catch up with Charlie Lee just off the stage. Charlie, welcome back to Crypto Trader.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
Charlie, I want to get something out the way before we talk about interoperability and chains. You sold all your Litecoin tokens last year. You sold them at the highest price, or near the highs. And there was a lot of controversy as to why you sold them. Maybe you could just clarify that for us.
Sure. Well, first thing is, when I was selling them, I didn't realize it was going to be the high.
just luck.
Yeah. Well, in hindsight, I mean, we were saying like I obviously knew it was going to crash, but like, how would I know?
I wish I'd followed you.
Yeah. So the question is like, why did I sell it? So for conflict of interest, so I wanted to kind of focus on the project, and I was becoming a pretty big I had a huge Twitter following, so whenever I tweeted anything, it could affect the price up or down, and I didn't want to kind of have my hands tied, not be able to tweet something good, because it could effectively be like kind of helping my own, like being seen as me helping myself financially as opposed to for the best of the project. And I also saw sometimes like I would know that some things are actually good for the price in the short term, but actually bad for the project long term. So I wanted to make sure that my incentives are aligned with the project long term as opposed to my financial gain short term. And I've made kind of enough to be well off and not to have to work for anyone. So I can work for myself on Litecoin full time, and that was enough for me. So I decided to kind of just sell all my coins. I actually kept a little bit so that I can still like test it and transact with it to buy little things. But
what about the critics that say that you now have no skin in the game? How do you respond to those guys?
Yeah, well, I actually think I have more skin in the game than everyone else. Because this is like my baby, right? My project. I wanted to succeed more than anyone else in the world, and it's not all about financial reasons, right? So
it's your personal integrity.
Yeah, it's my integrity, it's my legacy, kind of, right? So if Litecoin succeeds, I can be proud of it, and that's worth much more to me than money in this world.
Great. So let's change the topic of discussion. I'm glad that's out the way. You gave an amazing talk on stage about interoperability. So for our viewers who weren't here, why is interoperability so important?
Yeah, so like right now we have so many different coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. They're separate silos. So being able to like transfer value across chains is something that's really cool. So you can have all these chains will be interoperable and connected. For example, using Lightning Network's atomic swaps, I can send Litecoin and then you receive Bitcoin on the other end, or vice versa.
Now, technologically, how does it work?
Lightning Network right now is sitting on top of both Bitcoin and Litecoin. It's a second layer solution. And if someone's running Lightning Network on both Bitcoin and Litecoin, then they can transfer value between the two networks.
So I send my Bitcoin, you receive them in Litecoin. What's the exchange rate?
So the exchange rate will be set by whoever, all the nodes that are running Lightning Network on both chains, they would advertise an exchange rate. So you can pick and choose whichever route fits you best at the lowest rate that can handle the amount of coins you're sending.
What about Bitcoin Cash? Does Lightning work on Bitcoin Cash?
Lightning could work, but they would need a solution. So SegWit was needed for Bitcoin and Litecoin in order to get Lightning.
Now, speaking of Bitcoin Cash, Roger Ver has been vocally critical about Lightning, saying that the implementation's been too slow and that there are not many Lightning nodes out there. Is that the true situation today?
Well, it's work in progress. So Lightning Network is live on Bitcoin and Litecoin. People are using it. More and more people are using it. So it's getting better over time. People are also solving problems with it, right? It's a new technology, so there are edge cases that are a little bit sharp right now. So people are working on solving it. So I would say to people who are criticizing it, instead of criticizing it, work on solving and making it better.
Let's go back to Litecoin. The last time we spoke, you guys were doing well. There was a lot of adoption. It was growing every day. How are we doing today?
Good. We have more and more payment processors supporting Litecoin, making it easy for merchants to accept Litecoin. So this is a chicken and egg problem. I keep saying that because like merchants want users to spend before they'll make it worthwhile for them to accept it, and users need places to spend it before they'll actually use it.
So today Litecoin is trading at around $150 there or thereabouts. Do you want to buy some back just so you'd have some skin in the game?
I won't. I mean, I buy some to use it, but I'm not gonna like really be invested in it. And to be honest, like buying back right now would actually be not very ethical, because I kind of like told everyone I'm selling. It caused other people to sell and maybe like cause the price to go down a little bit. So like it would be manipulating if I'm like buying it back right now.
What's in your crypto portfolio?
Bitcoin and Litecoin.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you not see viable projects that you want to invest in that you believe will explode?
I do buy some that I think like cool projects, but I kind of want to focus on the core like Bitcoin and Litecoin.
Spoken like a true gentleman. Charlie.